What up, though? It's your boy Meech, aka the Sillage Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance video, and today we are going to talk about some of my favorite fragrances in honor of National Fragrance Day. At the time of this recording, March 21st, it is National Fragrance Day. You guys will probably be seeing this a day or two after that, but I wanted to highlight some of my favorite fragrances in my collection based on specific fragrance categories. When I started my fragrance journey early on, like many of us, I'm sure, I watched a ton of content on social media, and one of the videos that I kind of used as a guide for how I bought fragrances was a video that I saw on a YouTube channel called School of Scent. And they highlighted 5 fragrance categories that every man should have in their wardrobe. Those 5 categories were a versatile fragrance, an office appropriate fragrance, a date night fragrance, a night out or a clubbing style fragrance, and then they highlighted a spring, summer, or a warm weather fragrance. So I'm going to talk about my favorite fragrances in my collection in those 5 categories. Plus, I'm going to add 2 additional categories. I'm going to add the blue fragrance category, and then I'm also going to have a cold weather or fall winter fragrance. So my favorite fragrances in 7 fragrance categories. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's get things started with the versatility category, and this is the fragrance that is my scent of the day at the time of this recording. The most versatile fragrance I feel like that I have in my collection, Dior Homme 2020. I won't spend a ton of time on this fragrance. I talk about it quite a bit. Aromatic, woody, musky. You get the pink pepper, the elemi, the cashmere, the isoe super, the woods. This is a fragrance that I just can wear anytime, any place, any occasion, to church, to the office, on a date, to dinner, wherever. It doesn't matter. It is a fantastic fragrance. It is my favorite fragrance in my collection, and one that is extremely versatile. You can't go wrong in the versatility department with Dior Homme 2020. All right, let's talk about that office-friendly or work-appropriate fragrance. I have a 10 ml sample of Prada L'Homme, which many people consider one of the better work-appropriate fragrances you can wear. I'm not including samples in this video. I'm only going with full bottles. I thought about Vetiver Sensual by Mancera, but I haven't owned that one long, haven't spent a lot of time with it, but it could very well make the list. The fragrance that I did decide to go with for the office is For Him Bleu Noir Eau de Parfum by Narciso Rodriguez. This is a very good fragrance. It is musk forward. It is woody. It is very fresh and clean. It gives you the vibe of a very classy or upscale like soap or even kind of a lotion type of vibe. But it is a very fresh, clean fragrance. It's going to be inoffensive. It's not going to bother anyone. It's one that will work great in the office. When I'm going into work, which is rare, I work from home primarily, like 95% of the year I work from home. But when I do go into work, I'm looking for something that is a bit inoffensive, that's not going to bother anybody. I am considerate of those around me. So I usually lean towards the more fresh and clean fragrances, and For Him Bleu Noir Eau de Parfum is definitely that. My go-to fragrance when I'm going into the office. All right, let's talk about a date night fragrance, and this was a category that was a little bit difficult for me. I had a few fragrances that I could choose from. Some fragrances that I thought about were like Uomo Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo, Rafaqat by Paris Corner, which is a YSL Baby Cat clone. But the fragrance that I decided to go with that I really enjoy wearing on date nights is Rochas Mustache Eau de Parfum. This is a very nice smelling fragrance. You get this peppery vibe, pink pepper. There's a little bit of florals with rose in it. There's also vanilla. It almost smells, to my nose at least, a bit boozy, but there are no liquor accords or anything like that in this fragrance. But I love this for a date night. It's not a strong projector. It's more of that discoverable type of fragrance, that up close and personal type of fragrance, which you want to have for a date night. But this is one of my go-tos for date nights. I like this fragrance a lot, and it's very affordable. You can get 100 mLs for like under 40 bucks, and it smells of niche quality in my opinion. I really like this one a lot for dates Rocus Mustache Eau de Parfum. All right, let's talk about that night out or clubbing fragrance. I'm not a big club guy, very rarely go to clubs, but I do enjoy a nice night out with friends. And for those occasions, you want to wear a fragrance that's going to attract, that's going to be a strong projector. There are probably so many other different scent DNAs in the air. So you want to wear a fragrance that stands out. And a fragrance like that in my collection is Afnan 9 PM. This is a very strong performing fragrance. It's a strong projector. It has that apple, that vanilla. It's a very sexy, alluring type of fragrance. It's just a vibe. It's a great fragrance compared a lot to Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. This is a fantastic scent. A lot of people think it's better than the fragrance that it's cloning. But if you're looking for a strong performer for a night out or for the club, this is the one for sure. Afnan 9 PM. All right, next up, let's talk about a fragrance that will be great for the warmer weather months, fragrances that will work great in the spring and summer. This was also a category that was a little hard to decide between fragrances. There are a number of fragrances in my collection that I could choose from, but one of my signature scents, particularly in the summer months, is Missoni Wave. This is a great fragrance, man. It smells a lot like Chanel Allure Homme Sport. You get some elements of Versace Pour Homme in this fragrance as well. Citrus, marine notes, so you get an aquatic type of vibe. There's aromatics in here, clary sage, lavender. This is just a nice fragrance. You even get some vetiver and woods on the dry down. This is a nice fragrance that for me personifies the summer, personifies the warm weather. I love wearing this fragrance when it's warm, and it's one that I go to in the summer for sure. Missoni Wave. All right, next up, we're gonna talk about those blue fragrances. And had I had a full bottle of Bleu de Chanel Parfum, that fragrance would absolutely be the choice in this category. I only own a 10 ml sample of that, so it is not eligible. I'm also a big fan of Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. That fragrance could have very well made the list. Also only have a sample of that. So the fragrance that I'm going with in the blue fragrance category that I actually own a full bottle of is Coach Platinum. This is a great fragrance. I hear it described as Dior Sauvage with vanilla, and I think that's a good descriptor. You also get a little leather in here, which gives it a little more depth than your typical blue fragrances. You get that fresh, spicy, aromatic vibe, again, with that vanilla accord that just makes this very nice. I know people complain about its longevity. I get about 5 hours, but at the price, I think I paid like $30 or $35 for this bottle. You can't beat that. It's a nice quality blue fragrance and one that I definitely enjoy wearing for sure. Coach Platinum. All right, last but not least, let's talk about a fragrance that will check the box in the cold weather department. This is going to be a fragrance that you can wear in the fall and the winter months. I had to go with my favorite vanilla fragrance for this category. That is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This is a fantastic fragrance. I talk about it quite a bit on my channel. This is a vanillic amber warm fragrance. The amber you get in here, the vanilla, the incense, the benzoin, the ambroxan just makes this a fantastic fragrance for the cold weather months. It's a compliment getter as well. I love wearing this in the cooler months. It's my favorite vanilla fragrance, so anytime I can wear it, I take the chance. It definitely could work in other categories too. You can wear this on a date night, you can wear this for a night out clubbing, whatever, but for cold weather months, Mercedes-Benz Club Black is definitely my go-to. Well, there you have it, guys. 7 fragrance categories that every man should have in their fragrance wardrobe, and my favorite fragrance in each of those 7 categories. What do you think about my list? What are some of your favorite fragrances in the categories that we talked about in this video? Feel free to throw those in the comments section. Be sure to check out my social media for more. Please like and subscribe on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. That would be greatly appreciated. Once again, it's your boy Meech, aka the Sillage Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.